Fيكم and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing really well, inshallah. Ramadan Mubarak. I cannot believe it's already Ramadan. Where has the last year gone? It's crazy. This is my third Ramadan, alhamdulillah. I am so excited for this month. Me and my mum are actually going away today. We are traveling to a Muslim country. I'm not going to tell you guys where we're going. See if you can guess in the comments. We have a long day of traveling ahead of us, but my mum has actually decided to fast Ramadan with me.
Hi!
Are you ready to go away?
Yep.
Bags are packed?
Yeah.
So how are you finding fasting?
It's been okay so far because I've been with you in your house, so haven't had any temptations.
Mum's actually doing so well. I'm feeling a little bit hazy, you know, in the first couple of days it is quite hard and I'm just feeling like a bit like I'm forgetful, but my mum's actually doing really well.
That's because I'm like that all the time, in a haze.
We are running a little bit late, so let's head to Edinburgh Airport now and we'll see you when we get there. It was a little bit touch and go to get here. We were running quite late, weren't we, Mum?
Yes.
And it was my fault.
I know, it wasn't me anymore. I've been so good lately.
Mum was actually packed last night. I left it just far too late. And I was kind of rushing on the road. I really thought we were going to not be able to check in because Ryanair, when it was one time, they stopped us checking in 2 hours before and I think they charged us like £170.
100, yeah, I think £175 each. So
yeah, £75 each. Anyway, we're with British Airways. Alhamdulillah, we are all checked in. Our bag is going to our end destination. We actually have 3 flights to get. They have given us 2 boarding passes. We have to get the next one in either London or the next destination.
British Airways gives us 2 seats together. Isn't that nice?
We're just used to Ryanair where we have to be like opposite ends of the plane.
Yeah, I know.
Our flight has actually ended up being delayed. We were supposed to get iftar when we arrived in London, but now I think we're going to have to break it on the plane, which is fine because I've took dates and I've actually filled up my water bottle here in the airport. How are you feeling, Mum?
Fine.
How are you?
Just, yeah.
I'm
a wee
actually
bit of a headache, but that's all. Not too bad.
Mum's doing so well. Last year, did I remember you had to go to bed?
I know, I did, yes.
I'm feeling so exhausted. I think the first few days of Ramadan is always the hardest. And I know obviously we're travelling and we don't have to do it today, but we are only travelling to London today. Then we have like a 5-hour stopover. So we leave London at 10 p.m. We're going to have a lot of flying. So tomorrow we won't be fasting because we're going to be changing time zones and everything. So really excited for this trip though. I wish we kind of planned it better and we were able to go before Ramadan started, but I just wasn't able to get the time off work, so it just didn't work out that way. But inshallah, we're really excited for this trip, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Alhamdulillah, we have now broken our fast on the aeroplane. Literally as soon as we took off, after about 7 minutes, it was time to break the fast. I have got here some dates and my pasta. Next stop, London. We're not too far away and then we're getting on a really exciting flight. The next flight is going to be 12 whole hours long, which is crazy. We have just arrived to Heathrow. I didn't actually realise how many terminals there are. We're actually having to get a bus to Terminal 4 and because the flight was delayed, we're actually really cutting it fine for this next flight. It was meant to be like a 5-hour wait, but now we're really cutting it fine. Mum has lost her boarding pass over and over again.
I had the wrong one out.
They've given us 2 boarding passes. They said we need to get the next boarding pass either here or in the next country. So I don't know, we're really running out of time here. But now we're on a little shuttle bus to Terminal 4. As we were coming through immigration then, we had a little bit of a problem because the end destination country requires you to have a flight leaving their country before you can enter. So they weren't going to let us leave London. I haven't actually booked anything to leave yet. So I had to quickly make a booking to then travel to another country so I could show it to them and then inshallah we could get on this flight. Very stressful because we are running out of time as well. And obviously I've not taken time to kind of make a plan of exactly where we want to go. There was a few different kind of countries we were hoping to go to, so anyway, it's booked now. I'm gonna have to stick to that plan, but now we're heading on the way to the next destination. The next destination, will we tell them, Mum?
Yeah.
3, 2, Come on.
China!
I cannot believe it, but we are going to China. Honestly, that is an absolute dream. Unfortunately, we're not stopping. I think China summer you need to go for at least 1 month because it's such an incredible country. We're literally just going to have a 1 hour stopover, so we're not leaving, we're not counting it as a country, and I don't think we'll be collecting a fridge magnet because we're not properly seeing the country, but it's going to be so cool to be in that part of the world. Now that I've told you that, you've probably maybe guessed where our final destination is. Let me know in the comments if you know where it is. Mum has done 1 full day of Ramadan. Day 1 of Ramadan completed.
Yeah, I did well. Yeah.
You did really well. I'm actually so proud of you because last year, if you guys watched the vlog, my mum fell asleep, didn't you? You had to go to bed, you were so ill. She really struggled. Yeah, she got really sick. She really struggled with it. And I said to her that would she do it again next year? And you said, oh, I'm not sure if I could. But this year, Mum's actually wanted to do it herself.
I know I did. Yeah, definitely.
So she is planning to do the whole 2 weeks, inshallah. And today she did so well. She found it easier than me, I think.
And I haven't. My last coffee I had was 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I know. So.
And her head's been okay.
Yeah.
Now she's starting to get a little bit of a headache now, but hopefully we're going to get her a coffee on this next flight. But well done, Mum, you did very good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
I want to do it for you and what you stand for as a Muslim lady. Okay.
This is our next boarding pass. We are going with China Southern. I've never flown with them before. What a cool boarding pass as well. We are on the plane, we have our seats. Mum is just getting ready. She's got a pretty good seat. I'm here in the middle, but so far there's nobody on this side. This is my seat, 36E, to English, and then it tells you how long. It was saying up there that we had 11 hours and 29 minutes to go. I think this is probably going to be the longest flight of my life. There you go, look there. 11 hours, 18 minutes to destination. That's where we're going in China. And we're in London right now. When I booked the tickets, it asked what kind of food you would like, and there was an option for a Muslim meal, so that's what I put down. And we'll see if they do give me a halal option, maybe there's like a vegetarian option or something, but it'll be interesting to see what they do have. They had so many different options for if you're like celiac, vegetarian. An air hostess just came up to me and said, are you called Rebecca? Did you order the Muslim meal? And he said, okay, he ticked off a little thing on his sheet and he says that if I'm to change seat then I need to let them know. So that is so good, they've obviously taken note of my request. MOML. It's actually really good. Mum's meal has arrived. She went for the chicken. It was chicken or beef.
Chicken, yeah.
I think my one's chicken, so I think they're going to be quite similar. This is actually really good.
Does that look like yours?
Oh no, that's like a chicken curry kind of a thing.
Nice.
You got a chocolate mousse actually, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm just going to take that. Welcome to China. I cannot believe we're in China. This is just so cool to be here. We don't have much time. I think we've got about an hour until the next flight, so we are in a really big rush. That flight was about 12 hours. I think that was the longest flight I've ever been on, but it was so nice. The staff was so good. We had 2 meals. I showed you the first meal that I got. They came out to me especially and said, here's your Muslim meal, Rebecca. And then for the breakfast, it was like fish with eggs. I'm not really a fan of fish, so I didn't really eat that. I just kind of had the yogurt and things, but I really enjoyed the flight and so happy to be in China. Inshallah next time we'll be here for a little bit longer. That is us through the immigration here in China. They mentioned on the plane if you have any type of food at all in your bag, you need to make them aware and you can't take it through. And I've got 1 kilo of dates in my bag and I was thinking, no, please don't take them off me, but thankfully they didn't. They were more interested in the iPad in my bag. So we're on the last leg of the journey now, aren't we, Mum?
I'm enjoying it so much, the journey, honestly.
We've done 2 out of 3, we've only got 1 flight to go. This one is a 3-hour flight I am interested to know if any of you guys have guessed it yet. I'm sure when we arrive and I show you around, I'm sure a lot of people know exactly where we are. We have a taxi booked from the airport, so I'm just going to be looking out for someone that's got my name on a piece of card. This has been like 24 hours of travelling or something crazy. We had that flight to London, which was delayed by quite a few hours, then that 12-hour flight here to China, and now we've got the last leg, which is 3 hours. So looking forward to arriving and just taking off my hijab. I actually took off the bauble underneath because it was just like ripping my hair out, and that was such a good idea. It was like allowed me to sleep on the plane. I look like an absolute mess, but at least I'm comfortable.
Apart from hanging about the first wee bit to London, that went on a wee bit, didn't it? But apart from that, I've enjoyed every minute of it. It just fascinates me. Obviously, the people that we come in contact with on the plane, and the staff and everything, they just couldn't have been nicer to us.
Yeah, they were very
So
good.
nice.
We flew with China Southern Airways and they were very, very good. As I said to you guys, really, really helpful. Especially when it came to the meals and stuff, they always came out and goes, Rebecca, a Muslim meal. They did that each time, so I found them really, really nice, and they were just really approachable, weren't they?
And nothing
Really
was
lovely.
too much for them.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
And like every time they go past the trolley, they were like, oh, excuse me, trolley coming through, but Ryanair just like ram you out the way.
And it was so cute. Everyone is so cute and lovely and dressed them smartly.
Yeah, I would say China Southern is probably one of the best airlines I've actually flown with.
I say it is. Right now, this hasn't been my favourite. So it's nice we're going on another China Southern.
Another China Southern 3-hour flight, inshallah. Now it's time to board, so let's get going to the next destination, the final destination.
I know, I shouldn't say that.
That series final destination, something awful always ends up happening. We're on the plane now. I've got a really good seat and by the window. Time zone has changed drastically. It should be about 10 o'clock Mum's saying in London, and here it's almost 7 PM, so it's a massive time difference. So I think we're going to be a little bit jet lagged. We're probably going to be up all night and then we'll sleep all day.
You know what I'm like.
Mum doesn't sleep.
And especially when I get to the destination I'm going to, I'm like a wee girl. I just want to sit all then there.
My mum is. She's just like a wee child. MOML Muslim meal. Let's see what it is. Oh, nice. And dragon fruit as well. Oh, I think it's fish. Which fish? This is what Mum's got. What is that?
Looks like a wee salami.
Salami. Did you go for beef or chicken?
Beef.
Alhamdulillah, we have arrived in our end destination. I wonder if any of you can recognise this airport. It's been a few years since I've been here. I was here a few years ago and I was very sick for the 3 weeks I was here, so didn't really get to experience that much. And inshallah, I'm really looking forward to being back here. Let me know again if you guys can guess where it is that we are. We're now just going to pick up our bags and our taxi driver's already here, so I need to keep an eye out for him. Now being picked up by the driver, he was waiting there with a sign with my name on, so I knew exactly where we were going, and he has insisted on taking both of the bags for us. Honestly, I'm so grateful to be here. I was really feeling drained on the plane journey, but now I'm here, I just feel so excited to be back here in this wonderful country.